So guys, Joshua here. Throw everything away. And what do I mean by that? Throw everything you don't need away. Because, as simple as it seems, you'll be able to achieve greater gains spiritually if you're free of distractions, of distracting items, things, and activities that you won't see through. So the reason why we hoard so much stuff is because we think that it will be a waste to throw these things away, when in actuality, throwing the things that you don't need away helps with a number of different things. Throwing what you don't need away improves your clarity of focus, it improves your clarity of purpose, your beliefs become more grounded, and you become more grounded in your beliefs. Your beliefs become more organized instead of just copying off of the latest trend. You now have a neat set of books because you threw away everything that you've already read and that you have just laughed halfway through, and you've only kept the books that you resonate with on a deep level, and you can gauge the level of depth through basically just looking at your collection and picking up a book and asking yourself, does this spark joy? And it's called the KonMari method, coined by Marie Kondo, who wrote the life-changing magic of tidying up. And your values, your beliefs, they become more straightforward, they're clear, so you end up developing a sense of purpose, and it's easier for you to find a sense of purpose. People have been known to try this method. They systematically throw away everything they don't need, starting with clothing, then books, then papers, and it's best to just throw everything away, all of your papers, all of the study notes that you don't need, just throw it all away. And then you go down to photographs, you go down to miscellaneous items, just items in general, toys from years ago and whatever. You go down to photographs and souvenirs, which are the hardest to throw away. And if you ask other members of family, that they'll probably be okay with you throwing that stuff away. So once the path is clear, another benefit of this is that if you're naturally a disorganized person, you may have an easier time finding things. Now, with the KonMari method, it may take a few attempts because I was one of the people who relapsed. I couldn't bring myself to throw away some books, some items, which I thought, well, I've only just started that book and it'd be a shame to throw it away when such little progress has been made, and I'm kind of just dismissing the whole thing. It did feel like a waste, and I kept a book. It was called Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, who's a psychologist, and I know it's about it's about cognitive processing, how we're driven more by our emotions than logic. And I read the book. I kind of couldn't get into the style. It was sort of mildly interesting, but I couldn't get into his writing style. It just seemed too complicated for me. The lazy controller wouldn't allocate, mental space to it. So, yeah, and it took me months before throwing that book away and throwing some other books related to more egoic values that I've since let go of. And, now I feel a lot calmer. You feel calmer when you're in an empty room and you can just sit there on your own with no technology and just exist. And then you might find, when there are no other thoughts, what your purpose is, what your God-given duty, your God-given mission on this world is. So yeah, try it out for yourselves. And if you find my content useful, valuable, interesting, please share them. Share them across Facebook, share them across Twitter, share them on Reddit. And yeah, recommend it to people on other websites. Like, oh, you're someone who's kind of disorganized, scattered, you're unconscientious on the big five. Go check out Joshua's video on the KonMari technique. Go check out his video, and you'll gain benefits from it. Don't shame people into watching my videos. Don't shame people who don't follow the advice that I give them, that I give out. And yeah, see you in the next video.